الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف النبيين والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن اقتدى بهم وصار على منوالهم إلى يوم الدين، والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. Brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah, we are almost a week into Ramadan. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah deserves our thanks for guiding us, sparing our lives, and also for being Muslim and fasting this month. As we know, fasting Ramadan and also praying during Ramadan, the Tarawih, doing these two acts are acts of ibadah that qualify a slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, male or female, for the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tremendous rahmah that no one knows the nature of that rahmah except Allah. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a hadith, he says, "Man qama Ramadana imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." Whoever prays in Ramadan, believing in Allah and also seeking for the reward, he says Allah will forgive him all his sins. And this forgiveness is not the reward of the prayer, and it's not the reward of the fasting, but it is bonus in addition to the reward. The reward of fasting is something that we all know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he said, for fasting, it's for me, and I will be the one to reward the servant who fasted for my sake. No one knows how much the reward is but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without measure. And for the praying during the night, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Al-Sajdah, فَلَا تَعْلَمْ نَفْسٌ مَا أُخْفِيَ لَهُم مِّن قُرَّةِ أَعْيُنٍ. Those who, instead of going to bed, they remain awake, praying during the night, no one knows what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept for them in terms of delight and comfort. No one knows that except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is to tell us how great the reward is. But the maghfirah, that is forgiveness, it is something that comes in addition to that. But there is something very important. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that, but there is something which is really important for brothers and sisters to think about. The soul that is fasting in Ramadan and also praying in Ramadan, the qualified one to that great reward must be such a fasting that complies with the etiquettes of fasting in Islam. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned some etiquettes of fasting in his ahadith that Muslims should definitely apply to himself for him to get that reward. One of them is reported by Abu Hurairah in a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ said, "As-sawmu jinnah." Fasting is a shield, it's a shelter, it's a screen for Muslims from hellfire. فَإِذَا كَانَ يَوْمُ صَوْمِ أَحَدِكُمْ فَلَا يَرْقُصْ وَلَا يَجْهَدْ. This is the point. Therefore, the person observing Sawm, the fasting Muslim, should avoid sexual relations even with his wife. To qualify for that rahmah, for that reward, he should avoid sexual relations even with his wife. And also he said he should avoid وَلَا يَجْهَلْ. He should avoid ignorance or acting ignorantly or foolishly. Any action that suggests that the person who is acting that way is ignorant of the value of Ramadan should be avoided in all respects. Whether it has to do with our eyes, whether it has to do with our tongue as to what we say, whether it has to do with our movement, whether it has to do with our dealings, general dealings with people, or our thoughts and feelings from inside towards others, all should be clearly and purely in accordance with the value of Ramadan. We know that we are not allowed even outside Ramadan to open our eyes wide, look at whatever we want. There are certain restrictions. But when it comes to Ramadan, it becomes even more serious. To respect Ramadan, you should definitely lower your gaze. Then look at what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said haram. Not necessarily something physical, something which is natural, you could see it directly, even on the TV. You should avoid watching some dirty things and whatever. All these, they bring the value of Ramadan and of your fasting down, sometimes to zero days. We avoid them. When we talk, we should definitely Make sure that whatever we're talking, whatever we're saying, is something that earns reward, not something that earns us what? The anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not even anger or sin, some things that are valueless, that are allowed, but they are waste of time. They give you no reward. Also at the same time, they don't also attract sins. But at the same time, we know that it is a waste of time in this very, very important month of Ramadan to engage in such talk. So we shouldn't waste our time talking something which is completely of no use to us. We should engage ourselves in azkar. We should engage ourselves in reading the Quran. We should engage ourselves in increasing our knowledge. We should engage ourselves in doing some things that are really beneficial in Ramadan. So we should avoid acting foolishly, even when we talk. And also, regarding some Muslims, regarding all people in our heart, we should have good feelings towards them. The companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, how did you as companion during the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how did you use to receive Ramadan? He said the first thing we do is we purify our hearts. We make sure that there is no ill thought or ill feeling, bad feeling in our heart towards any Muslim. We don't do that. So we should avoid all this, purify ourselves in Ramadan. In this hadith, he said, فَلَا يَرْقُصْ وَلَا يَجْهَلْ. You should avoid sexual relationship, avoid acting foolishly, ignorantly. Then he said, وَإِنْ قَاتَلَهُ أَحْدٌ أَوْ صَابَّهُ أَوْ شَتَمَهُ فِي رِوَايَةٍ فَلْيَقُلْ إِنِّي صَائِمٌ مَرَّتَيْنِ. If someone tries to engage you in fighting, tries to fight you, or he abuses you, what do? He said, you should say to that person, inni sa'in, I'm observing some twice. This is enough. But don't do as he does, or as she does. Do not fight, do not abuse, do not reply. Just say, inni sa'in, inni sa'in. And alayhi salatu wasalam, he added, la haluku fami sa'in, abdi'u inda Allah min rikini, walladhi nafsi biyadi. He said, by him, in whose hands is my soul, that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, la haluku fami sa'in, the smell that comes from the mouth of fasting Muslim, أطيب عند الله من ريح المسك, is better with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the smell of misk. What comes from his tongue, strong, because of staying for long hours without food, it produces some smell. That's better in Allah, in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than real misk. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَدَوْ طَعَامُهُ وَيَدَوْ شَرَابُهُ وَيَدَوْ شَهْوَتَهُ مِنْ أَجْلِهِ. The fasting Muslim, he left his food, he left his drink, he left his sexual desire, min ajli, for my sake, as-sawli wa an ajlihi. It is for me that he fasted, and it is me who will reward him. So there are etiquettes of fasting to comply with. In another hadith, yet reported by Abu Hurairah, he said, alayhi salatu wa salam, من يدع قول الزور والعمل به فليس لله حاجة أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. Whoever does not give up قول الزور, false statement, speaking lies, backbiting, all these things that are evil are prohibited in Islam to speak. Whoever does not give up those things when he is fasting, وَالْعَمَلَ بِهِ, or acting on them, you know that someone is telling you something which is wrong. He is backbiting someone and you continue to listen. You know that someone, what he is saying is slandering another person. You continue to listen. You know that he is speaking lies, baseless something, and you continue to listen and you are backing him. Alayhi salatu wasalam said, such a person, فَلَا حَاجَةَ لِلَّهِ بِأَنْ يَضَعَ طَعَامَهُ وَشَرَابَهُ. Allah is not in need of him or her leaving her food or drink, meaning that such a fasting does not amount to fasting in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Even if you don't eat, you don't drink, but so long as you don't restrict your tongue, your eyes and whatever, the fasting may amount to zero in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should comply with all this. And also we should know some rulings regarding fasting. What nullifies the fasting and what does not nullify the fasting. It is good and it is helpful for us. First, we should know that there are some things that nullify fasting straight away. Sexual intercourse. If a husband goes into having sexual intercourse with his wife, the fasting is invalidated, is nullified. Because it is a great sin to do that in the daytime in Ramadan, even with your wife. Unless if you do it out of forgetfulness, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It is a great thing to do. A companion of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to alayhi salatu wasalam, halattu, halattu, halattu. Meaning that I've destroyed myself, I've destroyed myself, I've destroyed myself. What happened? Then he said, I committed sexual intercourse with my wife during Ramadan. Alayhi salatu wasalam was so quiet because it is great an abomination to do that in Ramadan. Then after a while, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam started to see an inspiration from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said to him, you have to fast for 2 consecutive months. He asked the man, for him to be forgiven that sin, pay for that sin, you have to fast for 2 consecutive months. Then he said, Ya Rasulullah, I didn't have the patience to fast for 1 month. How can I have patience for 2 months? I can't do that. Then alayhi salatu wasalam said, you have to then set free a slave. You have to free a slave. I don't have that. Then alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, you have to feed 60 poor people. He said, I don't have that as well. Alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, stay there, wait. After a while, some foodstuffs was brought to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, did for something, huge amount of that, as sadaqah. Then alayhi salatu wasalam, he gave it to him. He said, go and find 60 poor people and feed them. Now the man came back to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and he said, but I think I am the most deserving person for that. Meaning that I and my family will deserve this food more than any other person. It means they were the poorest one. Then alayhi salatu wasalam said, go and feed yourself and your family with that food. But still, that hadith has established the ruling that if someone has sexual intercourse with his wife in Ramadan, he is not just making up for the day. He has to make up for the day, and he has to do what? And he has to do kafara. And the kafara is to free a slave or fast for 2 consecutive months or feed 60 poor people. So Muslims should avoid that in Ramadan. And also ejaculation as a result of something less than sexual intercourse, hugging, kissing, masturbation or whatever, that also nullifies our fasting. We should avoid that. And also, if anyone eats and drinks intentionally during the day of Ramadan, the fasting is gone. And with that one, you don't even make up for that. If you continue to fast for the whole 1 year, just to make up for that 1 day in which you ate and drank intentionally, Allah will not accept it. The only way or means of expiation is just to do istighfar. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes, we forgive. But if someone eats or drinks forgetfully, that is, he forgot that he was fasting, the fasting. You forget your fasting and you eat and you drink, nothing happens to your fasting is still valid. Alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, whoever eats or drinks forgetfully, his fasting is still correct. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who feeds him. That's that. And also, letting blood by means of cooking or giving blood donation to someone, that's also invalidates fasting. Invalidates fasting. But little amount of blood which comes out unintentionally, like by way of nose bleeding or wound, that does not affect the soul. Even the blood you give intentionally but give it for medical examination test does not affect the soul. And also when we mention about eating and drinking, it also includes eating and drinking or nourishing ones through medical means, like some drip, we understand, like blood transfusion. All these invalidate soul and they amount to eating and drinking. But as regards the kidney dialysis, it is also regarded as something which invalidates soul because it contains some chemicals, including sugar and whatever. So therefore, it is also invalidating after the ruling of ulama has shown. We mentioned ejaculation, we say it also invalidates the soul. But according to the majority of scholars, their opinion, muddy, and we know muddy, the prostatic fluid, does not invalidate soul. And also wet dream, when someone has a wet dream during the Ramadan, because that's without his control, so that one also does not invalidate the soul. So these are some of the things that invalidate our soul, and we should be wary of them. But for a person to have his soul invalidated as a result of this, there are 3 conditions. 1, the person must have the knowledge of the ruling. He's not ignorant of the ruling. He has the knowledge. If someone comes from a far distance, he never knew that it is haram to have sexual intercourse with your wife. All he knows it is haram to have it with someone else. And he did it. And after, when he got to learn that it is haram, his fasting is still valid because he didn't have the knowledge. So knowledge is very important for the ruling. And two, intention. If someone does it forgetfully, it also does not affect his fasting. But if he does it intentionally without forgetting, it affects the fasting. Then also that is voluntary. If someone does it voluntarily, he chose to do it willingly, no one forced him. But if you are forced to eat, at the point of gun, you have to eat to break the fast or we kill you, then it is a very nice kebab, and a very nice biryani or whatever, a nice juice. Then you ate. Though you enjoy it, but it was, you are forced to do it. Still your fasting is fine, because you are forced to do it. So there are some things that does not invalidate the fasting. As we said, the blood test or sample given for health does not invalidate the fasting. And also eye or ear drops. This also does not invalidate the fasting. We will apply it while we are in Ramadan, we are fasting, and still it is valid. Also, tooth extraction, that is dental procedure, does not invalidate fasting. Where your tooth is removed or is filled or something like that does not invalidate our fasting. Also, blood coming out of the nose throughout does not invalidate it, or some wounds or whatever does not invalidate the fasting, because this is also without choice. It just happens. Also, we continue in Ramadan to brush our teeth or do miswak. That is to clean our mouth using toothbrush or using miswak. So long as we avoid letting something going down our throat, it is allowed. That does not invalidate the soul. Also, rinsing and gargling our mouth or applying spray, does not also invalidate fasting. Also, saliva, you swallow your saliva, does not invalidate fasting. Also, brothers, delaying taking a ghusl. If someone happens to be in state of janaba during the night, and we know ghusl, that is religious fast, or a woman who was in her menstrual period, monthly period, and the blood stops during the night, but she delayed the ghusl, she didn't take bath until after Fajr. After Fajr, I mean not after the sunrise. No, I mean after Fajr, until the dawn, until after Sahur. It is allowed. That does not affect the Sawm at all. So you could delay the ghusl. It is allowed. Also, one can take bath to cool himself. It is allowed, and that does not affect that. And also, injecting liquid into the rectum through the anus, that does not invalidate Sawm. It is done to evacuate the bowel. It is allowed. That does not affect the soul. Also, some tablets for asthma or some other illnesses that people needed to avoid the asthma attack, they put it under their tongue. It is also allowed. That does not affect the soul. Or inhaler does not affect the soul. Still, the soul is valid when we do it. And surprisingly, probably some people also taking some contraceptive and measures that is inserting it into the womb does not affect the soul. The soul is still valid in doing that. Also, some injections that they are medicinal purely. They are not meant for nourishing or giving food to the body. They are allowed, like insulin and something like that. Penicillin, they are all allowed, and they don't affect our fasting. Also, some medical tubes like catheters, that's for urine, and something like that, scopes, they are all allowed. Oxygen or anesthetic gases, they are all allowed. Endoscopy, they don't affect our fasting, all these things. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our fasting, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to give us strength to keep fasting in accordance with the teachings of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also to keep praying in accordance with the teachings of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam during the night. Alhamdulillah, so far so good. Always the masjid has been full during the prayers, but by experience, when it goes to 10, the second 10, the half, you see, it starts to decline. And when it comes to the Qadr, that is the last 10, then the masjid will resume its full capacity. So we want brothers to continue and sisters praying, doing all the hard work, and giving all the effort they could to earn the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this Ramadan. Brothers, something that, sisters, I want to remind us before we go is the issue of sahur and iftar. It is hadith of Prophet ﷺ that says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so pleased with someone who breaks his fasting as soon as possible. Soon as it is time, break the fasting. What is the time? The sunset. Once the sun sets, just break your fasting quickly. Don't delay it. Some people, they think it is an act of bravery or doing more good to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to delay it until after Maghrib. I pray Maghrib, then I go. And so patient. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do it soon as it is time. And also, it is sunnah to delay your sahur. Don't just take the sahur, go to sleep, go to bed. No. If you could do that, please delay it until when it is about the time of Fajr. Don't, then take your sahur. This is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let us said, لا تزال أمتي بخير ما أجل الإفطار وأخر السحور. My ummah will continue to be blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and get all the good from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So long as they break their fast on time quickly and they delay their sahur. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us right. هذا وصلي وسلم على الناس الأمين صاحب الوجه الأنور والجبين الأظهر كما أمركم سبحانه وتعالى بقوله إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. قوموا إلى صلاتكم.